What's going on, guys? My name is MrHurriicane, and I have a brand new NCAA Football 14 trailer to share with you guys, and this one is all about Dynasty Modes. You know, I'm very interested in what they have to talk about this year, and I'm going to break down this whole trailer, and then I'll let it play with the audio once I'm done talking about it. But first things first is power recruiting. And what it seems they wanted to do this year was cut down how much time it takes for you to actually do the recruiting and to simplify it a little bit. When I do my recruiting for my UTSA Dynasty on NCAA 13, I take about 15 or 20 minutes every week to do my recruiting, but I end up just wanting to get it over with, and I do a bunch of quick calls and speed it up a little bit. So I'm okay with the change, but from what they talk about in this Dynasty, you get a bunch of points you can use every week, kind of like how you scout in Madden. It's the same concept basically, but the whole system here with applying certain points to certain players, that's something I'm not sure about yet how much I'll like it, so I can't really comment on that until I have time with the game. And next is Dynasty coach skills, which are the RPG element they're adding to the game, and this sounds pretty good to me. You level up your coach by finishing goals, and you get different skills you can upgrade, like your recruiting skills. And so what I got from this entire trailer is that it matters more now who your coach is and not how well you know the game. So when you have a new coach, you have to upgrade his skills for recruiting, pipeline states, and recruiting in the end of the season, in the off season, in the early parts of the season. And so I believe that as we have more success, it'll become easier to recruit and to get the recruits that you want to get, which I do like that concept. And there are a few more notes that I took down. Phone calls are out, obviously. It's 5,000 points a week. Players will settle on their top schools, a lot like how recruits in real life will narrow their schools down, and they'll say, okay, it's down to these 3 schools right here, and you have to make the cut. But this adding points here, this is what I'm a little skeptical about, because I don't find anything wrong with the current system in 13, besides the fact that it's time consuming, and I think they just want to simplify it a little bit for maybe the casual players at Dynasty, so they're not too put off by the recruiting. And I just hope that with the simplifying of this mechanic that it's not too simple now. One thing I would have liked to see them add to the game, and maybe they have, is that I don't think 5-star prospects should even want to negotiate with a 1-star program. I think you gotta be at a certain level. But to me, that just adds into the realism a little bit, but it does make it harder for those that use small schools. And even I used a very small school, a program that was 1 year old in NCAA 13. And also, they snuck a real gameplay clip in this video, and what I get from here is that the color palette is so much better. This looks so much nicer than previous NCAA titles. I'm tired of thinking that every field I play on contains nothing but dead grass. The colors are brighter, the game looks better. At least from this first little piece of gameplay. It's obviously not much, but I've been waiting for non-trailer footage, and this is kind of what I got so far to talk about with you guys. So this is all the info for Dynasty. Oh, and one more thing. They've now changed the off-season to 2 weeks instead of 5 weeks, which is awesome because it was really tedious to go through 5 straight weeks of recruiting. And now with the simplified recruiting, it should be a smoother process that takes a lot less time. So I'm done talking now, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on NCAA 14 Dynasty Mode. What do you think of the recruiting? That's the big change to me. Not an addition, that's a change, and I want to see how it works. But anyways, guys, for more NCAA 14 news, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, and here is the full trailer with audio.
Hey guys, I'm David Pollack. There are 2 main features we want to tell you about with your Dynasty in NCAA Football 14. New power recruiting gets you out of menus faster and back into the games. Phone calls and time buckets are a thing of the past. Now you are just dealing with a pool of points to spend each week. Track your progress from week to week to make sure that you're still in the running as the top prospects trim their list. Set points once and leave it alone, or let the CPU handle the adjustments from week to week. A recruit will settle on their top schools. If you made the cut, then you can continue to battle for them against the other schools. If they drop below a certain point, they will become a deal breaker. The offseason has been trimmed to a quick 2 weeks. You will have one last chance to make a big splash and get the commitment before seeing the result on signing day. This year we are bringing an RPG element to your coaching career with the addition of coach levels and coach skills. You can level up your coach by achieving goals on the recruiting trail, on the field, as well as by crossing milestone records. Recruiting skills help you to get a leg up on the competition when going after that top prospect. Offensive and defensive skills help your coordinators get the most out of your players at game time. As a head coach, you are in control of how every skill is assigned, while as a coordinator, you're only responsible for the skills that you have earned.